maybe he'll lighten up a little while we have our little, you know, while we head on over to see dear old mom, and while we're here, I don't know why I said it like that. Emmy grabs my hand as soon as we've stepped off the bus. She starts heading down the street almost immediately. Come on, we got a couple blocks until my place. What? Oh, okay. Nice neighborhood. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! No, I thought someone I thought I saw I thought this was just a random cardboard box. I'm like, oh, never mind. I know why it's there. I follow Emmy down the street, watching her confident stride. She's setting kind of a quick pace for just a walk. Well, I mean, I guess she's anxious to get there. So, does your mom do this sort of thing often, or? Nah, not too frequently. Mom's never been too much for playing hostess. Oh, yeah? Yeah, my dad was always the one pushing her to have people over. Oh, this sudden and unprompted reference to her father catches me off guard. And from the look on Emmy's face, I'm not sure she meant to mention him. I think I've only ever heard her talk about him like once. Yeah, she kind of never talks about it. That's an underlying issue. That is why we are having the problems that we have. All I remember is that Emmy's mom told me that he wasn't around anymore. Oh, your mom prefers solitude like all of us big weeb losers. Emmy laughs, either from relief that I didn't ask her about her father, or from finding my statement actually funny. Not at all. She's why I'm such an outgoing person, you know. She just prefers to be a guest rather than a hostess. It's less stressful that way, or so she says. It's fucking true. Clearly, she's never had to meet her girlfriend's mother before dinner, because I'm fucking freaking out. My Emmy giggles again and speaks in a teasing tone. Nervous as how? You shouldn't be, you know. It's not that big a deal. Just dinner at my house, that's all. Yeah, but have you ever brought home a boyfriend before? I don't think so. I confess that part of me dreads hearing the answer to this. I know literally almost nothing about Emmy's past relationships. I don't even know if there were past relationships. No, I guess I haven't. Hey, maybe this really is kind of a big deal. Oh, good. Now I feel twice as nervous. Fucking Emmy. I mean, maybe it is a big deal. I just fucking didn't think about it. Though, to tell you the truth, I'm pretty happy to hear that I'm the first one. Maybe we've got something special after all. You know, in visual novels, oh my god, you guys are like, you're always like the first. You know, like the first everything, the first romance, first kiss, first diddly, first everything. You know, it just. It's just it's a theme. Bolstered by this new thought, I managed to calm down considerably by the time Emmy knocks on the front door. Hey, Mom, open up, we're here. FBI, open up. Jesus Christ. Emmy, calm down. I'm not sure if I've done this before, but because since we've seen Emmy's mom before, but it sounds just like, I see where she gets her good looks. Fucking goddamn. The door swings open, and Miss Ibarazaki stands grinning at her daughter. The grin still surprisingly similar to Emmy's. I'm never going to get used to that. You know, people normally wait for a few minutes before they start shouting at the door. And most mothers say hello to their daughters instead of scolding them right away. Of course. Welcome home, dear. I've missed you. Hey. You know, very, like, modern-esque, you know? An affectionate hug later, we're inside. Hey, where's my hug? I like hugs. Well, sometimes. And it's only then that Emmy's mom seems to remember that I'm actually here. Oh. And hello to you too, Hisao. How are you? I'm quite well, thank you. Nice to not have school to worry about for a little bit. Ah, yes, you finished up your exams, haven't you? That must be quite a relief for you both. It certainly weighed off my shoulders, that's for sure. Emmy, you know. Mine too. I think I slept well for the first time in weeks last night from relief alone. Among, you know, her other things. If this news is a surprise to Emmy's mom, she doesn't show it. Still, her response betrays a note of interest. Is that so? I'm very glad to hear that, Emmy. You know, I get worried when you get all wound up about, well, exams. Certainly, Emmy's mom knows something I don't. Or rather, she doesn't know that Emmy's told me about the nightmares. Oh no. It's interesting being able to observe how Miss Ibarazaki covers for Emmy. That protective instinct to make sure that I don't know any more than Emmy's willing to tell me. By the way, I'm saying their last name exactly like that on purpose. Ibarazaki. God damn it. I wonder if Miss Ibarazaki will figure out that I know about the nightmares, or is she just keeping everything secret from everybody? Yeah, it's not been as bad of a year as it has been in the past. Hisao helped me stay focused. Okay, hold on. I'm not even sure that's true. There was diddly to be had. She even cut off contact outside of school hours during the exam week. Oh, we don't talk about it. But she did see me during the day. And she told me more than once that the morning run was the only thing she looked forward to during exams. So, maybe it's not that much of a lie. Either way, to hear that being around has helped even a little bit, it's made me feel a little better. Emmy's mom raised an eyebrow at the statement. Either she doesn't believe Emmy, or she's as surprised as I am. Well, then it appears that it's a good thing that you two have become so close. Oh, yes. I'd tell you to take good care of my daughter, Hisao, but it looks like you've already have. Emmy grins at this and seems to take pride in my having managed to fuck. What the fuck, brain? What word were you trying to say there? Ingratiate. Thank you, brain. The fuck? Myself with her mother so easily. Actually, I'd say your daughter's been the one taking care of me. Wink. She's got me out and running and stuff. I've probably been more active since meeting her than I ever was even before. Oh no. I'd actually never thought much about it, nor had I ever appreciated the humor in it. I wasn't too active before the heart attack. Pick-up games of soccer don't really count since they weren't that common. See, they would have counted if you were had a soccer game every day. That's a fucking exercise and a half. A game of a sport. So now that I know for sure that I have a weak heart, now I run every day, pushing my luck with the help of my medication. Dude. Oh man, I chuckled quietly, then realized that I never finished my sentence. Well, before I had my heart attack and wound up at the school, you know. He actually said it. He wasn't just, oh, like he usually is, you know. It comes out so casually. There was a time that I would have thought twice about talking about what was wrong with me at all. But now it just seems silly to care, especially in the company of Emmy and her mom. If Emmy can be cavalier about her disability, then so can I. I think back to the track meet where Emmy declared herself the fastest thing on no legs. The fact of her obvious loss has never seemed to bother her, at least not in public. I feel like I think I've said it before, but if you just joke about your problems or like things that you have to just deal with for the rest of your life, like it makes it that much more bearable, you know? Being stuck in a wheelchair frustrated her, I know, but even that was something she dealt with on her own, despite my best efforts to the contrary. Emmy has a way of bringing out the more active side in people. I've never quite figured out how she does it. Those puppy dog eyes she gets, for starters. I'm not surprised that she managed to rope you into an exercise routine. If Rin weren't just as stubborn as she is, I'm sure that Emmy would have gotten her out and running with you too. Oh yeah, no, it's possible. What is the sky? Oh, that reminds me. Rin says hello. Hello. That's it. I like this room. I drift to the outer edges of the conversation again as we move into the dining room to eat. Now you're speaking my language. It smells delicious in here, and the spread that Emmy's mom has produced is impressive. Tell me! I need factual information on what the food is so I can drool. Whoa, you made enough to feed an army in here. I'm a one-man army. What's happening? What the shit? That was weird. What the hell? Yeah, just what? Wait. The shit? It just kind of like doesn't move, I guess. I don't know. Is it too much? Well, you can always take some leftovers with you when you go. Dude, I know a lot of people don't like eating leftovers because, you know, it's not fresh. I'll fucking eat them, dude. I don't care. That sounds great. I can only handle cafeteria food for so long. Something home cooked would be welcome. A welcome change of pace. What he said. Thanks, Mom. The food tastes as good as it smells. What is it? And there's a lull in the conversation while we all dig in. I'm salivating, thinking about what it is. Emmy assaults her plate with the usual amount of gusto, and I will admit that I set a rather fast pace myself. So, Hisao, I hear that you and my daughter here have gotten rather close. Don't give me that fucking look. The urge to say something like, no, really, is so strong that I open my mouth to say it, but then reassert control. We are close, there's no getting around it. I mean, Emmy's brought me here, hasn't she? Fortunately, both Emmy and her mom seem to take notice of my reaction and take it as a sign that I'm caught off guard rather than considering saying something cruel. Yeah, I suppose we have. You know, I blame the morning runs myself. You made it sound like a bad thing, Hisao. Well, I, for one, found it a relief. Why? Emmy's always been a popular girl, but never made many close friends. She has Rin. This is a bit of news to me. I've always seen Emmy chatting with her classmates in the hallways. Well, they're not close friends, you know? And certainly the whole track team seems to love her, but is it true that she chooses to isolate herself during lunch with Rin and me? Not exactly the sort of behavior one expects from a popular girl after all. Then again, I've experienced her unwillingness to get close firsthand, so I can't say I'm that surprised. Exactly. I was beginning to have my doubts. Emmy rolls her eyes to the ceiling and grumbles something I can't quite make out. Huh? You say something? What? What's that you just said? Nothing? Miss Ibarazaki chokes on her drink with laughter. You've been hanging out with the nurse too long, Emmy. I'm going to have a talk with him about corrupting my daughter. Somehow, I don't think that would be very effective. Oh, I hate when she does this face. Why is she doing this? I learned most of it from you anyway, not the nurse. Damn! Don't listen to her, Hisao. She's a born liar. Yeah, right. Oh, I don't know, Emmy. I think your mom has a point. What? You traitor. You're supposed to take my side on this. Well, wow. I don't know what I was about to say. Yeah, but you did lie about your leg after after the meet. A kick in the shins from an unmistakably plastic foot cuts me off. But not before Miss Ibarazaki's eyebrows shoot upwards. What about your leg? Oh, it wasn't a big deal, that's all. I'm in a wheelchair for a bit. Yeah, that's exactly how I imagine her saying that, just mumbling it. The last few mumbled words are quickly deciphered by Emmy's mom. I suspect she has experience with this sort of thing, and a worried frown appears on her face. So that's why he kept dodging my calls. Oh, Emmy, I know how much you hate being in a wheelchair. No wonder you've been in such a mood lately. Yeah, she's much happier on her feet, so to speak. Sorry if that was offensive. Well, of course. She spent enough time in a chair just after the accident. Mom, so she didn't get prosthetics immediately? No, she had to finish healing up before they let her start any sort of therapy that you gotta go through to adjust to those things. Especially since she wanted to run on them. Huh, I had no idea. Look at Emmy's eyes the whole time. She's like keeps shifting from like her to me. I like that. I had no idea. Yeah, it sucked. Oh, did you see Rin's mural at the festival? She fucking just dodges the fucking everything. Emmy's sudden change of topic makes me realize belatedly that she's been fidgeting the whole time her mother and I have been talking. I should have figured out on her being a little skittish when it comes to talking about the accident, even around her mom. No, I didn't make it out for the festival, remember? Yep. Although I caught a glimpse of it at your track meet. Seemed pretty weird to me. I mean, Rin is pretty weird. I think that's more or less what she was going for. She talked a lot about it being dreamlike, or trying to make it dreamlike. Rin's art is one of those things I don't think I'll ever understand, much like the woman herself. That's not surprising. I don't think Rin expects to be understood. Dude, it takes a true hero to understand that woman. She told me once that art allows people to understand stuff they wouldn't understand otherwise, but all the same, she doesn't think it actually works that way. I'm surprised that Emmy's talked about this with Rin extensively enough to actually have Rin's opinion, as such as it is. Although I expect that Rin could not, if she were so inclined, say the same thing about Emmy's. Unless, of course, Emmy is purposely keeping me in the dark about everything, which is likely, but knows. But unpleasant to think about. I drift down this unpleasant train of thought for a while, losing track of the conversation. Oh no, then they're just keep talking amongst yourselves. Hey Emmy, I've been meaning to ask. Huh? Are you going to visit your father this year? Oh, the music just went away. From the way she says it, you'd think Emmy's mom was talking about the weather. From the way Emmy reacts, it's clearly not the weather they're talking about. She flinches, a slight jerk of the head backwards as if she'd just been slapped in the face. Can we talk about this later? Her voice sounds brittle, strained. It looks as if she's been severely shaken by the question. It seems that Miss Ibarazaki misjudged how close Emmy and I are. Well, she doesn't fucking tell me anything! Some things, it seems, are best not conversed about with me around. Her father is one of those things. The accident that took her legs is probably another one of those, if her reaction to the earlier conversation between her mother and myself is any indication. You know? That's what they're one and the same, really. It doesn't take Emmy's mom to realize she's screwed up. Of course we can, dear. I'm sorry to bring it up. I just wanted to ask so I could make plans. Oh no. It's fine, don't worry about it. Emmy fidgets nervously as if embarrassed by her own reaction. I confess that her reaction is confusing. She only just mentioned her father to me earlier today, less than a few hours ago even. Why does a simple question about when she'll visit her father cause such a strong reaction? Unless whatever serenity she claimed to have reached by means of our talk the previous evening has suddenly evaporated. Or it didn't help as much as she thought, or claimed. Who knows? I'll be right back. Gotta visit the little girl's room. Uh-huh. I'm just gonna go back to salty, depressed Hisao. Emmy gets up suddenly and leaves the room, leaving Miss Ibarazaki and me alone. I'm a little conflicted. Should I go after her or should I stay here? Go after her? She'll be fine. It's obvious that Emmy's departure was not based on the call of nature. Something's bothering her, and I have to know what it is. The only way to find out is to go to the source, and the source is currently pretending that she has to use the toilet. Oh, okay, bye. I excuse myself politely from the table and head that way, only to catch sight of Emmy, not in the bathroom, but in the kitchen, just next to the living room. Emmy's left the door open, and as I approach, I can see that she's holding onto the table in an attempt to compose herself. An effort that fails as soon as I open my mouth. Oh, I'm sorry. Doesn't look like nature's call was that urgent. Okay, Emmy jumps and glares at me. What are you doing here? I didn't come here to be with other people. I just wanted to help you. You looked pretty rattled. I said it was nothing, didn't I? And besides, I thought we'd established that you can't help me. No, we've established that you're fucking stubborn. Look who's talking. The guy who followed me. Okay, now hold your damn horses. I want to help you with whatever this is. Funny, because I just want you to leave me alone. Damn! But why? Why can't you trust me? Oh, no. Why are we we've been over this already, Hisao. I've got to deal with this stuff on my own. I won't accept that. You need my help. You just won't take it. My wording seems to have been a little off. Need? I need your help? Oh, Jesus Christ, why? I did probably word that it wrong, But, oh, Jesus, here we go. Well, it's a good thing we met, isn't it? Because otherwise, I guess I'd just be a broken human being, wouldn't I? Are you kidding me? No. It's a damn good thing that Hisao came along to save the day, isn't it? Because God knows I can't save myself, can I? I'm just the poor, emotionally damaged girl with no legs, right? I didn't say that! I didn't say anything! Emmy, you know I don't think. Come on! Really? Because if you thought differently, then I don't think you'd be here, saying I need your help. Well, sometimes people need to hear certain things. I've gotten pretty far in life as a normal human being without you. So what? Nothing we've shared was important, huh? I'm just the guy who hangs out with you. You're my boyfriend, Hisao, not my savior. I could be both! Well, no, that much is obvious. You won't even consider that I could be a help to you, will you? You'll just bottle it all up and hope that a run will solve all your problems, or you'll come visit me and we'll fool around until you feel a little bit better. That's not being a healthy human being, Emmy. That's not what a relationship means. Well, it's what it means to me right now, Hisao. I wish... Oh, God. She seems to reconsider her words just then. A flicker of pain, of doubt on her chest, her face, not her chest. What? For a moment, I think she's about to cry. But the moment passes, and now she's composed herself again. Whatever that wish was will have to go unspoken. Look, I can't do this right now. What, have a serious conversation? Be honest, be open, give a damn about anyone beside yourself and your problems? Okay, hold on there. Okay, you didn't have to say that last bit. Just saying, man. What do you know about my problems? Nothing. Exactly, because I don't You don't know what I've been through, so don't pretend that you do. I know you have nightmares and that your father's gone. What happened to him? Oh, God. Oh, stop. He is... Emmy's head jerks backwards as if I'd just slapped her. That brittle quality has gotten back into her voice. That's enough. Oh, this is stupid. He's just so upset. This whole conversation has just been variations on Emmy stonewalling me. What, you won't even answer that question? Fine, keep your secrets. They can lie in the grave. Lie? What? Dude, Hisao, settle your shit down, buddy. Holy shit. This fucker says they can lie in the grave as far as I'm concerned. In regards to her secrets. But he was asking about her father. That's like fucked up. That is like, think about it. That's fucked up. Dude. Oh my God, I'm upset. That's basic. I can't even. Why? I'm upset. Hold on. Let me just. Emmy's eyes wind in shock when she speaks again. It's in a voice that is low, dangerous. Oh, that is not a face of what she just fucking said. Yeah, this is definitely a good response. Get out of my house, Hisao. The sudden change in her tone snaps me out of my self-righteous anger and makes me realize with dawning horror what I've just said. Fucking telling you, dude. Emmy, I didn't mean that. I said go, Hisao. Tell my mother that she cooked a wonderful meal, but you've forgotten a prior engagement, and get out of my house. Woo! She's trembling now, shaking with anger or sadness or determination. Her voice is still low, controlled, almost a growl. I reach out to put an arm around her shoulder. Now's not the time. You fucked up big time, buddy. To apologize for going too far, but she jerks away from my touch. Get out. Dude, he fucked up. He fucked up. What can I do? I walk out of the kitchen, go to the living room, make my apology to Miss Ibarazaki, and let myself out. Dude. The morning alarm sounds and I roll over, switching it off. My eyes open blearily to stare at the ceiling. God damn it. What am I gonna do? Do I get out of bed, go down the track, and pretend nothing happened? Will Emmy even show up? After last night's events, I doubt it. Even supposing that she did, would I do then? Get over this fight just to dance the same routine the next time something's bothering her? I know that I spoke hastily last evening. I'm so flustered, especially trying to use their father as leverage. Dude. That's a sensitive thing you don't fucking just... But was anything I said really off the mark? I mean, she won't let me in ever, and she'll be forced to suffer alone. Nothing I do, nothing I say is going to change that. She won't change, and she's already decided to keep me at arm's length. Can I really bring myself to go down there and see her, knowing that I'm never going to get past where I am now? Never say never, no matter. Five Goes West song, or not Five Goes first one. No, I decide I really can't. Not today. I roll over and go back to sleep. She probably won't be there anyway. I bet you she was. A similar mental conversation repeats itself when it comes time to go to lunch and I eat in the cafeteria alone. I don't want to see her. The very thought makes me feel ill. That night I go for a run. I'm solo for the first time since Emmy got sick after the track meet. Skipped seeing the nurse just in case he asked about Emmy, because I don't want to talk about that mess. I don't want to talk about her either. The next day I do the same thing. Ooh, burp. Alarm off, stay in bed, eat alone, run alone. To fill the time that I would usually be spending with Emmy, I start reading more. It works surprisingly well, until I find myself ducking into a restroom because I see her walking down the hall in between classes. Oh, he's being a bitch, isn't he? If she noticed me, she didn't show it. Even though I suppose she never shows anything. Certainly not to the girls from her class I see talking cheerfully to her. Or her fellow track meet members, track team, especially not to me. Alarm off, stay in bed. You know, Muto and I have a lengthy talk about the possibility that string theory is plausible. I don't buy it myself. More than 4 dimensions. I could buy, but a bunch of vibrating strings at the subatomic level? Now that's just crazy. Looks like I'm the only one to think that this way too. Apparently it's not really as strong a theory as it once was. Muto says that that's just because nobody's found the right way of looking at the data yet. Sure. Well, why am I here? Eat alone. The rooftop is deserted today. I briefly wonder where Emmy and Rin are, but shrug off the question. The important thing is that they aren't here, so I won't have to talk to them. But I want to talk to Rin. Since I have nobody to talk to, I bring a book with me to read. The weather's nicer, if getting a little hot. Hopefully it'll cool. God damn it. God damn it. I'm so upset about what happened. Hopefully it'll be cooler in the evening. A cool breeze seems to back up my theory. Run alone. It is in fact cooler at the track. No sign of Emmy, which is exactly the sort of thing I'm going for. I stretch out and start on my usual run, trying hard to ignore the lack of a running partner in front of me. Don't need her. Finding my thoughts drifting damnably to that girlish laugh, incorrigible grin, Those wide and friendly eyes, her incredibly toned body. Oh, Jesus. I increase the pace to clear my head. Chew up the distance between me and the turns. Find the speed that makes me think of only of my legs and how much they burn. Oh no, he's gonna go so fast. I glance at my watch as I round the final turn, noting that my time's gotten faster. My heart seems a little squirrely. Squirrely tonight. So I give myself a few extra cooldown laps just to be safe. No reason to bring this to the nurse's attention. I beg to differ. I'll be fine. A rather Emmy-ish thought to have, I'll admit. Dude, I'm telling you, anything with your heart, you should see the nurse. Anything. Knows. I have to hope that eventually I'll stop thinking about her so much. I mean, buddy, we still have to solve all these problems. I finish another book before going to bed tonight. I'll have to stop by the library tomorrow. What is this game now? Oh God, hello? I don't know why I keep the early alarm on anymore, but it wakes me up the next morning just the same. I still turn it off and go back to sleep. It's the little part in his brain. Oh no. It's the little part in his brain that's just like, no, you must go. In the morning, maybe Emmy's there and we can hash this out. You know. That afternoon, as I get ready to head to the cafeteria for another solo lunch, I've got a new book about a couple of con men in ancient Persia that I'm excited about reading. I am suddenly cornered by Misha and, I guess it's just Misha. Excellent. Off to eat alone again, Hick-chan? We've noticed, you know. Whoa! Uh-huh. Shik-chan and I noticed that you've been spending a lot more time alone. She wanted me to find out why, so I told her I'd ask you. You know, I'm actually surprised she didn't ask me herself. She would have, but she said she wanted a head start on some paperwork. There's a lot of it left since we're coming up on the end of the term, you know. Why a sudden interest in my well-being anyway? Oh, Shik-chan said, it is the duty of the student council to keep track of the emotional health of its students, to allow a constituent to spiral into depression unchecked would be an unforgivable failure to this council's duties. Okay, well, that's easy. I'm not depressed. But you're eating alone and nobody's seen you with Emmy together at all. Something happened, didn't it, Hick-chan? Misha's voice takes on a slightly sterner tone, though somehow she keeps the familiar lilt at the end of her sentences. Do we Space Marines? Ow, I just broke my back. Okay. Downplay the issue or give it and let Misha know. I feel like we should just let her know, to be honest. We don't want to do the Rin thing and keep shit bottled up inside. Or not the Rin thing, the Emmy thing. Well, I suppose someone else knowing about my problem can't hurt. Hell, maybe Misha can offer some advice. Well, we had a fight at her house, and I keep trying to get close to her, and she won't let me get close, and I said something stupid, and she threw me out. Have you talked to her since then? Misha looks genuinely concerned. I'm surprised, as I'd almost expected her to drop the subject after finding out what the trouble was. Even more surprising is how quickly I find myself spilling my guts to her. No, I haven't. I just can't bring myself to face her after that. I made a complete fool of myself, and she probably hates me now anyway. Especially since I haven't seen her since then. You're pretty slow, Hick-chan. Wow, that doesn't sound like advice. Huh? Misha places her hands on her hips and launches into a speech that would sound more plausible coming from Shizune. The solution to your problem is simple. You have to go and apologize to her. Yeah, like a smart person should. Leaving things like this will just make things worse. You can't know that she hates you unless she tells you. Otherwise, there's no evidence that what you fear is true. And if you really care about her, shouldn't you be worried about how she's taking all this? Damn. You're right. With a sudden start, I realized that she's right. I'd kept waking up to an early alarm because part of me wants to meet Emmy at the track for our run. See? I've kept running because I know that Emmy would worry about me if I didn't stay healthy. When I went onto the roof yesterday, I was half hoping that she would be up there, and felt disappointed when she wasn't. I'm an idiot. Kinda, Hick-chan. Dude, Misha the hero. So, go and apologize to her as soon as you can, okay? I open my mouth to say that I'll do that right away, but the lunch bell rings, and I realize that I still have afternoon classes to attend. First thing after class, I'll go see her. I promise. Fucking Misha the hero. Give her a hug. And, thanks for the advice, I guess. Misha beams at me as if I were a child that had just learned his ABCs. Good. I'll let Shik-chan know that you're okay then. Yeah, you do that. With a wave, and completely disregarding the fact that the people are starting to trickle back into the classroom as opposed to out of it, Misha departs the classroom. I suppose she and Shizune have student council business again. Whew. Oh boy, he's waiting. Dude, I think I'm glad Misha came in came swooping in and saved the day, honestly. I would definitely, we definitely needed to hear that. Oh my god.